What if I told you that you could change your energy levels, improve your sleep, and lose stubborn belly fat in just 7 days, without any drastic diets or expensive supplements? What if I told you that the key to feeling better and looking better could be something as simple as cutting out sugar? Sounds too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what happened to Sarah when she decided to eliminate sugar from her diet for a week. Let me introduce you to Sarah. She's 52 years old and a busy school teacher who thought she was doing all the right things to stay healthy. She ate a balanced diet, exercised regularly, and didn't indulge in junk food or sugary snacks. But recently, Sarah had been feeling more sluggish than usual. Her energy was all over the place, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't seem to lose that stubborn belly fat. After a routine checkup, Sarah was shocked when her blood work came back with a fasting blood sugar level of 119 and an A1C of 6.1, putting her in the pre-diabetic range. She couldn't believe it. "I eat healthy. How is this happening?" she thought. It was then that Sarah decided to take action. She decided to cut sugar from her diet for just 7 days to see what would happen, and the results were nothing short of life-changing. Day 1. Sugar withdrawals begin. The first day was tough. Sarah didn't realize how much sugar was in her daily routine. Even in foods she considered healthy, she was used to having fruit juices, low-fat flavored yogurts, and even things like granola bars and salad dressings, which contained hidden sugars. On day 1, she experienced what many people do when they cut sugar: headaches and cravings. Her body was used to the quick energy that sugar provided, and now it was adjusting. However, Sarah was committed to this challenge. She drank plenty of water and green tea, and made sure to eat more protein and healthy fats to curb her hunger. Despite the initial discomfort, she kept pushing through, knowing the benefits would come. Day 2. Energy starts to stabilize by day 2. Sarah noticed a slight improvement. The morning grogginess she usually had upon waking was starting to subside. She had more energy, and although her body was still adjusting to the lack of sugar, she didn't feel the usual slump after lunch. This was the first sign that her body was beginning to stabilize its blood sugar levels. Day 3. Fewer cravings, fewer mood swings. On day 3, Sarah noticed that the cravings had significantly decreased. Those sugar cravings she used to get after meals were almost non-existent. In fact, she felt less dependent on that sugar rush she used to get. Her mood, which used to fluctuate a lot during the day, was also improving. She felt more balanced and less irritable. She wasn't being controlled by the sugar highs and lows anymore. This was a powerful realization for Sarah. Cutting sugar didn't just affect her physical health, it was changing her mental and emotional well-being too. Day 4. Steadying energy and mood swings. By day 4, Sarah began noticing that her energy was starting to stabilize. Initially, there were days when she felt tired and sluggish, but now, her mood swings had leveled off. She no longer had the emotional roller coaster that often came with sugar crashes. Her hunger pangs were much more predictable, and she didn't feel the intense cravings she had before. Sarah was finally able to go through her day without those mid-afternoon sugar crashes that made her feel exhausted and irritable. What did this mean for Sarah? She felt like her mood was calmer, and her energy didn't dip like it used to. It was one of the biggest signs that her body was starting to adjust and heal. Day 5. Improved digestion. By day 5, Sarah noticed that her digestion had become noticeably better. No more bloating after meals. No more feeling heavy or uncomfortable in her stomach after lunch. She was able to eat and feel satisfied without the feeling of fullness or sluggishness that usually followed a meal, especially one that was high in sugar. Her body was finally processing food in a more balanced way, and she was able to enjoy meals without the aftermath of digestive upset. Day 6. Increased focus and clarity. By day 6, Sarah noticed her mental clarity had improved. She wasn't feeling as foggy in the mornings, and her focus was sharper throughout the day. This was a huge win for her, as she had struggled with mid-afternoon brain fog in the past. Without sugar spiking and crashing her blood sugar, her brain had more consistent energy to operate effectively. Day 7. A new beginning. By the time day 7 came around, Sarah felt like a completely different person. She had made it through a full week without sugar, and the results were incredible. Her energy levels were higher than ever. She didn't feel the constant need for caffeine or sugary snacks to get through the day. Even her morning routine had shifted. She woke up refreshed, no longer weighed down by sugar crashes or fatigue. She felt more alive, and best of all, her blood sugar levels were starting to stabilize. This is where the magic truly happened. In just 7 days, Sarah had rebalanced her blood sugar, improved her digestion, boosted her energy, and stabilized her mood. The best part? It was done without dieting, counting calories, or taking any medications. She simply stopped eating sugar. But Sarah's journey didn't stop there. The effects she felt after just 1 week were just the beginning. Cutting sugar wasn't just a temporary fix. It was a long-term solution to feeling better, inside and out. The hidden culprits: what sugar really does to your body. What happened to Sarah is not unique. It's the story of countless people who've successfully eliminated sugar from their diet, and you can experience the same transformation. But it's important to understand why sugar has such a dramatic impact on your body in the first place. When we consume sugar, especially refined sugar, our blood sugar spikes quickly. This creates an immediate burst of energy, but it's followed by a sharp crash, which leaves us feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Over time, the constant roller coaster of blood sugar fluctuations can lead to insulin resistance. This is when the cells in your body no longer respond to insulin properly, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar. This is the first step toward type 2 diabetes, but it also leads to weight gain, fatigue, and brain fog. When we cut sugar, however, we allow our bodies to reestablish balance. Without sugar spiking our blood sugar, our bodies no longer have to work overtime to process it. This leads to more stable blood sugar levels, a reduced risk of insulin resistance, and overall better health. The science behind what happens when you stop eating sugar. Here's what really happens inside your body when you eliminate sugar from your diet. Improved insulin sensitivity. Without excess sugar in your bloodstream, your cells become more sensitive to insulin. This means your body can process glucose more efficiently, keeping your blood sugar levels in check. Increased fat burning. Sugar is a major contributor to fat storage in the body. By cutting out sugar, you give your body a chance to burn fat more effectively. This is one reason why people notice weight loss and fat reduction after going sugar-free. Reduced inflammation. Excess sugar contributes to chronic inflammation in the body. Inflammation is linked to many health issues, including joint pain, digestive problems, and heart disease. By removing sugar, inflammation can decrease, leading to better overall health. Better digestion. Sugar can disrupt your gut microbiome, leading to bloating, discomfort, and poor digestion. When you stop eating sugar, your gut starts to heal, and digestion becomes smoother and more efficient. More stable energy. When you eliminate sugar, your body stops experiencing the extreme highs and lows of blood sugar fluctuations. This means you'll have more consistent energy throughout the day, without the need for caffeine or sugar to give you a quick fix. What to eat instead of sugar. The good news is that you don't have to go hungry or deprive yourself to eliminate sugar. There are plenty of delicious, nutritious alternatives that will help you manage your blood sugar and satisfy your cravings. Here are some healthy alternatives to sugar-filled snacks. Fruit. Fresh fruit like berries, apples, or grapefruit is naturally sweet, but it comes with fiber and nutrients that support healthy blood sugar levels. Opt for fruits with a low glycemic index to prevent spikes. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, and chia seeds provide healthy fats and protein that help keep you full and satisfied. These snacks won't raise your blood sugar. Greek yogurt with cinnamon. Swap sugary flavored yogurts for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, and add a dash of cinnamon for a natural sweet flavor. Avocado. Packed with healthy fats and fiber, avocado is perfect for stabilizing blood sugar and making you feel fuller for longer. Dark chocolate. If you're craving something sweet, dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, can satisfy your cravings without spiking your blood sugar. Sustaining the progress. What comes after 7 days? The benefits of cutting out sugar don't stop after 7 days. In fact, this is just the beginning. If Sarah continued with this lifestyle, she would start to notice even more improvements over the next few weeks. Further weight loss. After the first week, Sarah would likely see continued weight loss, especially around her midsection, where belly fat is often associated with insulin resistance. This is because her body is no longer storing excess sugar as fat. Improved mental clarity. Without sugar crashes disrupting her day, Sarah would experience clearer thinking and better focus. This mental clarity is one of the first things many people notice after cutting sugar. Better sleep. By stabilizing her blood sugar and reducing inflammation, Sarah would likely see an improvement in her sleep quality. No more waking up in the middle of the night from a blood sugar crash. Reduced risk of chronic disease. Cutting out sugar is one of the most powerful ways to prevent and even reverse type 2 diabetes. By continuing to avoid sugar, Sarah is setting herself up for long-term health, reducing her risk of chronic diseases, and improving her overall well-being. What happens to your body when you stop eating sugar for just 7 days? You start to reclaim control of your health. You begin to feel energized, lose weight, and stabilize your blood sugar. You feel more alive than you have in years. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Every small step you take to eliminate sugar brings you closer to your healthiest self. And guess what? Your body will thank you for it. Are you ready to take the 7-day challenge? Start today and see how much better you can feel. Let us know in the comments how it goes. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on improving your health and wellness. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you're feeling inspired to take control of your health and try cutting out sugar for the next 7 days. Remember, small changes lead to big results, and it's all about consistency. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, subscribe,